Hi everyone, my name is Jareditton, and it is Halloween time. It's time for the spooks, the goblins, vampires, ghosts, and Grim Reapers. Grim Reapers, you ask? Like the guy in the black robe?
Well, I'm sorry, but it's just a slimming color.
No, you're fine. It looks great on you.
Well, now you've hurt my feelings. I hope I never see you again.
Well, guess I'm immortal now. Well, again, it's Halloween time, so let's watch something scary. Let's see. It's Paranormal Activity? Dragon Ball Evolution? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island? Nah. Oh, I know. How about we just watch an old anime classic instead? Death Note. It's right here on Netflix, so I can watch it easier. I can watch it on my PlayStation, my Chromecast, and even on the toilet. Ah! Get out! Get out! Death Note is a mystery horror thriller piece of fiction written by Tsugumi Oba and illustrated by Takashi Obata. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce those names right. And it's about a high school student in Japan named Light, who discovered a magical notebook that kills people. It came from the Shinigami, or God of Death when translated, or as we better know him, the Grim Reaper. Light is intelligent, and every episode focuses on Light trying to deter everyone from figuring out anything about him killing people with his Death Note. But don't worry, he's not a murderer or anything, he's just killing people that did bad stuff. Like murderers, thieves, and all sorts of those evil people. He's kind of a hero in a way.
Wait, just a moment. Kira isn't a hero. He's a murderer.
Who are you?
I am El.
El Toro?
No, just El.
Oh, I got it. Del Taco.
No, just El. Who would name their child after a fast food restaurant?
Well, who names their child after a letter?
The same kind of parents with an IQ that's higher than yours.
Okay, look, what are you going to do? Make fun of me or be in my video?
A little bit of both. I'll be in here just to make fun of you later.
Alright, fine, that's fine. Just go wait over there in the corner. I'll call you right back when I need you.
Fine.
You know what? I've actually seen Death Note about a bajillion times. I know. How about the live-action version from Netflix? Hey, who's messing with the lights? That was for making fun of my wardrobe. Come on, quit assuming things. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Wait just a minute.
How and why are people barging into my house?
Ah, Kira, we meet again.
I already told you my name is Light, and I am not Kita. Even though I think Kita is very cool and awesome, I'm definitely not him.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, seriously, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay, enough the silliness. Let's just watch the Death Note movie made by Netflix. The story starts off with a student named Light, doing homework in a stereotypical Hollywood-type high school, and the music isn't suspenseful like in the original anime, it's just some pop group trying to get kids into their show. Hey kids, we're gonna play a bunch of crappy pop songs so that way we can get kids into our Netflix movie. No. Look, I can take Light, I can take LB in here in my room, but not you, Netflix. No. The cringe is real just watching this high school scene, and here's the introduction of Light in this alternate reality's Misa Misa. And trust me, pop music with this title just does not work. Ryuk's Death Note drops near Light, and then everyone rushes inside the school building when it starts raining. And here's douchebag number 1 that actually deserves what he gets later. And of course this happens.
But it would technically be child abuse, so if you don't want to wind up on some kind of registry, I suggest you back the fuck.
Okay, first off, in the anime and manga, Light was taking kicks to the face from L while being handcuffed to him. In this one, Light gets knocked out in one punch. So I say, let's play a game. Every time someone acts out a character, we take a shot. Burns a bit. A teacher finds Light passed out, but is more concerned about him doing homework for other students. And of course, the principal doesn't do anything to punish the guy who knocked Light out. Is this principal okay? Or does he not know how serious school violence is in urban areas? Light obviously has a crush on this alternate reality's Misa Misa, and you can tell just by the way he glances at her. Light makes his way to detention, and of course, there's an apple on his desk. And the anime and manga fans know what's coming. That's because the next major character to appear has a favorite food, which are apples. And oh man, here he comes, Ryuk! He looks uber cool, and is probably the best thing in this movie. Scratch that. He is the only good thing in this movie. Oh, and comparing Light's reactions to Ryuk between the manga and anime to the live action version of Death Note changes drastically. In the anime, Light meets Ryuk and is calm, cool, and collective, and it really shows the audience about how Light can stay calm and doesn't even scream, flinch, or freak out about meeting a god of death. It really shows how Light is very strong mentally. However, in the movie, this happens. Now everyone knows what a little bitch Light is. It was genuine reaction, but it really degrades the character. William Dafoe voices Ryuk, and oh my gosh, it is amazing! Ryuk explains to Light how the Death Note works, but it has different rules this time. Instead of dying of a heart attack, like in the anime and manga, it actually kills people randomly unless specified, thereby causing first-time users to cause some collateral damage. Light looks outside and writes the name of the guy bullying some girl, and some Final Destination shit happens, which is pretty cool. But this version of the Death Note killed one person, obviously. But also probably the lady who got slammed here, and also probably the truck driver as well too. Light freaks out, but instead of being like, whoa, what just happened? He screams again. And, forget my language, but like a bitch. Later we see Light arguing with his dad about what happened at school, and we learned that his mom was killed by some serial killer, and the serial killer got away with what happened. Light is upset that his dad didn't do anything to the serial killer, and this is pretty much Light's first motive to rid the world of these deadbeats. Ryuk later appears in Light's room and starts to explain more to Light about the rules of the Death Note. Ryuk mentions a rule about only controlling someone for the 48 hours, though. Light, did you read this thing thoroughly?
Well, I skimmed through it.
Well, did you know about Shinigami eyes?
Shinigami what?
Shinigami eyes. They half your life, but yet you get to see everyone's names and their lifespan.
Well, that would have helped me a lot in this movie.
Yeah, definitely. Later, we see Light just casually reading his Death Note in public, because there's no one in this movie that wants to be smart or in character. We then meet Mia, which is this alternate reality's Misa Misa. She's talking with Light and asks him what a Death Note is. Light, actually talking to her for the first time in his life, then decides to show Mia what a Death Note is and is basically doing it to impress her. You know, some guys use nice vehicles, some flex their muscles. Light shows her a magic notebook that kills people. Light does show Mia that he can in fact kill people, and no, that it's not a poetry book. Mia goes to Light's house and ugh, the cringe in this scene.
Can I kiss you?
You're not supposed to ask.
What am I supposed to do?
Light and Mia work together and start to kill criminals in prisons and also terrorists. I mean, shoot, this guy's doing great work on the war on terror. Well, that's my personal opinion, but someone else doesn't think so. Also, Light is making a name for himself, calling himself Kira, which is Japanese for killer. And now we meet L. He is our antagonist, and depending on your standpoint, protagonist. L, yes. And yes, I know he's looks different from the L in the manga and anime. Just saying, L was officially stated to be quarter Japanese, quarter English, quarter Russian, and a quarter French or Italian. Just putting it out there. And we see L investigating a crime scene where Kira's name was on the wall. For some reason, L is assured that Kira's in Seattle, even though Light tried to lead them to believe he was operating out of Japan due to the name Kira. L goes to the police and shows Light's dad, who is a police officer, that Kira is in Seattle. Remember when Light killed that guy earlier to impress Mia? Well, Light made him do a salute to the camera as he was randomly run over by a vehicle. But that news station in Seattle was only broadcasted on local news stations. And they also failed to mention the internet, which is how Light was able to watch it. L suspects that it was Kira due to weird behavior and no drugs in his toxicology records. But wait, wouldn't L be smart enough to guess that even though it didn't make national news, that Kira could have changed his VPN, went into a random site, in a random state where news was being broadcasted from and killed someone there to deter them from his location even further.
Well, so, what do you think of this, L? Come on, man. You said that you had a higher IQ than me.
Yes.
Well, what's your IQ?
It's pretty high.
Well, mine's about like 135. What's yours?
102.
102. Come on, Netflix, L. Okay, you know what? Out of character shot. You take the shot, we'll call it even, okay? Straight up vodka. Just take a shot.
When in Rome.
Yeah, I know, it burns. It's okay, bud. It's okay.
Eventually, L calls out Kira and says that he knows Kira is watching him. L figures out that Light needs a name and a face to kill. L then has every police officer in Seattle and their family investigated by detectives. Mia wants to kill them, but Light is against it. Mia then takes a piece of paper from the death note and starts killing FBI agents one by one. And of course, we have more crappy pop music, but hey, this next part is wicked cool. Light decides to yell out Ryuk's name and then asks if Ryuk killed the FBI agents. Ryuk vaguely tells him he didn't, and then Light then threatens to kill Ryuk like this.
I'm not gonna give the note to you or anybody else, and if you fuck with me again, I'm gonna put your name in it.
You could try, but I warn you, there are 4 letters in my name. Most anyone's ever gotten were 2.
Okay, that was totally badass. If there was only one part of this movie that could be canon, it'd be that part. Light's dad then puts himself on the line and calls out Kira, asking him to kill him. But, again, it's a dumb move, because if it's only live on TV and not the internet, that'll definitely give Light away. Later, Light is in some sort of coffee shop with bad lighting, and L sits across from Light. L reveals himself as, well, L, and asks Light this.
I wonder if it was a difficult decision.
What was a difficult decision?
Sparing your father's life.
And then does this eye roll thing that would have gone different with me.
I wonder if it was a difficult decision. What? Sparing your father's life?
What? You think I'm Kira? You call me Kira?
Huh? You think I'm Kira? This isn't in the script. This isn't in the script. You're not the real L. I can't believe that you're actually doing that. You.
Hi.
Hi.
Anyways, L suspects that Light is Kira, and man, in the anime, gotta say I loved L, even when he was after Light. But this guy? I hate this guy, he's just... ugh. The actor sucks, and I just dislike L now. Thanks, Netflix! And then L becomes more of a jerk after he reveals his face. Also, look, he shoves silverware off the table, arguing with Light, claiming that he's Kira. L also reveals that he doesn't have carry a gun because it's distracting, but don't worry, we'll get to that later. But the main thing is that he hacked into the Seattle Police Department's database, knocks over silverware, so one of the employees has to clean it up. Seriously, how can anyone expect someone to like L in this movie when he's an ass this entire time? Light then decides to take control of Watari and have him reveal L's name and contact Light by his cell phone. That's a dumb move because Light is using his personal number, and these calls could be recorded too. He's not even using some sort of messaging app or some random throwaway phone. Apparently, in this universe, if someone burns a page of a death note, that makes it not active and unable to work. L discovers that Watari is missing and breaks into Light's house and jumps on the table like Tom Cruise on crack. L says that Watari has disappeared and then claims that Light is Kira. L is getting emotional, and Mia, being smart, takes Light's death note away in her backpack. Light's father gets mad and puts L in a headlock and tells him if he threatens his son, he'll kill him, which I kinda am for. And also for L being an emotional and cringy crybaby, I gotta do this. Mia reveals to Light that she has the death note, and now Watari is revealed to be in an area where L was adopted in Japan. Light goes to prom and there are FBI agents watching Light, and he switches his hat with another guy so Light can run to Mia's locker, get the death note, and stop Watari from being killed so he can kill L. Watari finds L's name but is not able to reveal it before he's gunned down by some random guy? Seriously, it honestly doesn't make sense. I have no idea who these people are. Like, there's no explanation at all. Who are you people?
Okay, that was random as hell, but couldn't Light have burned down the note, then wrote it again, and put the death down at a later date?
Well,
And what's your IQ?
I don't know, pretty high?
Yeah, sure it is. Go sit in the corner. I can't even look at you right now. Just go. Just go. So aside from that, Watari is gunned down, and L freaks out that Watari is dead, brings out a gun, and hijacks a police car to go kill Light. Yeah, L, real hypocritical. You said that you don't own guns, so since you're out of character, that'll be about, screw it, 2 shots! Light tells Mia to meet him at the Ferris wheel for some reason, and of course, this begins a chase sequence with Light making his way to the Ferris wheel and L chasing after him. But when Light is cornered, a follower of Kira hits L with a 2x4 and knocks L out. Light meets up with Mia and then tells her what he's done with the Death Note. Mia doesn't want to stop killing people, but Ryuk, meanwhile, writes Mia's name in there. She dies, and the page that had Light's name on it burns in some random trash can fire. And Light ends up at the hospital, and L starts to think that possibly Mia may have been Kira and not Light. Or maybe Light wrote her name. I don't know. I'm kind of buzzed after all those out of character shots. Anyways, someone wrote someone's name. Her name, yeah. Hey, I gotta say, Light, L, come here. I love you guys.
Don't touch me.
Can I have your full name, please?
L is taken off the case and barely keeps himself from being in jail due to highly placed allies. Oh, here comes another one. L is on his airplane and then calls the FBI to ask if a calculus book was seized from Light or his girlfriend. But they didn't even search Light's girlfriend. And also L is supposed to be taken off the case, so he should not be allowed to have access to that info. L leaves his flight, but meanwhile Light's dad feels that Light is Kira and asks Light how he killed him. So then L decides to break into Mia's house and rummage through her stuff and look for her calculus book. Like, L is just asking to be in jail. Hey, guys, how come it got quiet? Oh, come on, please don't do this! Bottoms up. But thank God it's almost over. Come on, guys, stop acting out of character! Light explains his plans and tells his dad how he controlled people from far more than 48 hours ago, and how he killed everyone. Now, this is a Light that anime Light would be proud of. Meanwhile, L finds the Death Note, goes to write a name in it, and we're not sure if he does write a name or what happens next. It's just a lame ending. Well, that was lame.
That was pretty lame.
Indeed.
Hey, L, you know what? You look a little bit bigger than usual.
It's candy and exercise. Try it sometime.
Candy and exercise. I'll have to remember that.
No, the key is candy. It's all that peanuts.
What?
Peanuts.
Oh, peanuts. I thought you said... Never mind.
You're a child.
It's good in fiber.
You're a child!
You're a child.
Hi everyone, I'm Jareditton. This is me signing off. Warning though, don't do 10 shots like I did, unless you want to get messed up. Damn, it got me messed up. Happy Halloween!
You want to draw on his face?
We think alike because I thought you'd never ask.
Hi everyone, my name is Jareditton, and happy Halloween or Thanksgiving, depending on when you're watching this. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, I suggest hitting that subscribe button, like, and also leave a comment, and even share it with your friends too. What? Is there something in my face? Did you guys write my face? Did you write my face? Huh. Bye everyone!